Good morning. It's 10:30. This is Tyler County Commissioners Court, and we invite you to be a part today. It is our duty that we normally do an invocation and also followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If this is harmful to anyone in any way, you can pause on the internet or you can step out until we get through. All right, Commissioner Hudson.
Yes, sir.
Would you lead us in prayer?
I will. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. Thank you for another beautiful day outside. It's very pretty today. Pray that you be with us as we make decisions for the county. Pray that you be with our country and all of our leaders as they make decisions for us. We pray that everything we do today will be pleasing in your sight. And we ask this all in Jesus' name. Amen. To the American flag. Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, was everything posted correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We do have a quorum here today. I would like to acknowledge our guest, and I'd like to also give the opportunity to our guest if, after you do your part in Commissioner's Court today, you're more than welcome to step out. We understand that you have prior obligations. All right. We have any public comments? We do?
We do have one.
All right. Miss Kay Timmons, is she gonna come to us and give us some public comments? Miss Kay, you have your timer?
I do.
All right. Wood said timer?
Ready, set, go?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to address you. I am here today as the chair of the Tyler County Historical Commission, primarily in support of two of the agenda items today, and I have some more information on it I'll share with you. But the first one is agenda item C regarding the blinds for the courthouse. And you know that the Historical Commission has offered to reimburse up to $48,000 for the cost of the blinds. And just so everybody knows, the funds are not held by the Historical Commission. They're held by the Tyler County Courthouse Restoration Corporation that was put in place years ago when it appeared that restoration, full restoration might be a possibility. And I've been informed that the way that works is that when the work is done, send a bill and then the check would be issued after that. And if it turns out that the blinds cost more than $48,000, let us know. Don't hesitate. We'll see, if there's additional funding to help out with that. The second one is in support of agenda item G, which Treasurer Monk has submitted a request to hang portraits and maps and so forth in the hallway here. And as you may know, the portraits, the 9 portraits were restored by the local historical commission some years ago. And we're really excited that they're going to see the light of day and be on display. And we did make a request, you'll see that in the documentation, to work with Treasurer Monk to, be sure we have all the identifying information. The portraits do have names, but they're initials, and they don't necessarily tell you if it was a county judge or a district judge or a state senator or whatever. And we've been doing a lot of research on who these folks are, and would like to be able to share that information and kind of dialogue about how all of that might look. And I do have some ideas about how we might extend the story beyond just what's on the portrait itself, which I'll be happy to talk to you all about some other time. But you know that Judge Henry West, who's one of the people in the portraits, was the sitting judge when the courthouse was built. So that's pretty cool that we have an actual image of him. I'd like to speak just a moment about the office space for the Historical Commission. I don't know exactly when, but we were offered space in the basement. Right now, that area is not equipped for an office, but we respectfully like to request that if there's space available on the first floor, that you consider that for our office. It would be easier for visitors and our Historical Commission folks with mobility issues to get in and out. The next thing is, last year we were invited to create a display in this room, and that never quite came to pass, and we're just wondering if the current court still wants us to pursue that. We have a glass case that we can put things in. We would come back to you with, if you want a display in there, we could come back with a proposal of what we might have that look like. And the final item is regarding the clockworks. Y'all know that they're gonna come back here in the restored form, and at some point you'll need to make a decision about where those might be housed. Maybe in there, who knows, to be part of that exhibit. But I just wanted to let you know that the local historical commission looks forward to working with you as all of these things develop over time. So that's all I have, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kay. Thank you very much. All right. We will move to item number 2, our tabled item from previous meeting. It's a presentation of section 3 required by the Texas Department of Agriculture, CV 21-0384, our water improvement project. All right. Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning. Okay, so this is not going to be a lengthy presentation, so I'd like to start by telling you that. The reason that I'm here this morning is that the Texas Department of Agriculture now requires that we provide this information to you in this setting, either as a court or as a city council. So it does need to be on the record, and please make sure that we have it on the record.
Yes.
So you're receiving this information today because that all communities that receive CDBG grants will be getting this presentation. This should be in your packet if you would like to sort of follow along with me. And if not, you may want to refer to it for information later on. This is related to your latest grant project, CDB 21-0384, which is your water improvements project for the Tyler County SUD. This is our third phase of it, just to, bring everybody back up to speed. We got a grant for $350,000. We have now signed a contract with our engineering firm, and that selection was done in court last time. So my office will be trying to meet with Mr. Oates to start discussing what that project looks like. This is all just a little lagniappe. This is not section 3. I apologize. Get back on track. Section 3 comes from the HUD Act of 1968, which requires that all grant recipients attempt to direct funds to low and moderate income businesses and persons within a local area. A business is considered section 3 if it is owned by a low to moderate income person, or at least 75% of all labor hours during a 3-month period are performed by low and moderate income persons. Okay, what does that mean? What that means is, y'all are probably familiar with the survey forms we just used to qualify your projects. Those same survey forms are how we calculate low to moderate income. No different, okay? Different reason, but same form. So the chances, I guess, it could happen apparently, but so you're either going to hire somebody with a business who is below that line, and is considered a low to moderate income person, or you're going to hire somebody that has a business and 75% of their hours workers are done by low to moderate income people. So envision in your mind that probably would be more of a situation like laborers come to mind. That's the easiest one to make an example out of. But it could be other things depending on what area you live in, because remember, what our low mod is here in Tyler County is completely different than what it is in San Jacinto County. So that varies from community to community. HUD does have a website where businesses can register to be Section 3 businesses. Since I've been doing this, the agency has always tried to make sure that we make effort to hire Section 3 businesses. We did that to such a degree at one point, we made it a requirement, in Ike, and we've kind of backed off of it being a requirement because it's not the hot button issue anymore. But we will still continue. The other important thing I think that you would like to hear is that my office is going to take care of 100% of this, and you don't have to worry about any of that. Yay, right? Okay, so, Section 3 previously, determined by location within the boundaries of a city and county. All that has changed, and we do it a very weird way, in my opinion. So, imagine this is Tyler County or a project area right here. We literally have to pull the census out this way and this way, sometimes this way. And what we're trying to do is hit a radius of 5,000 people. When we hit that radius, we have our target area. Now, what happens is sometimes we're going into Hardin County. We could be going, I have one community that has 4 counties just because they're in the little bitty sliver. So don't think of it in terms of just your community. It's the radius of the 5,000 people. Since I have forgotten anything, we are going to track all the hours for all the employees on all the contracts. So you have funding opportunities for Section 3 when you start one of these grant projects with the administrator, the engineer. Both of those 2 things have already been selected. So now we're strictly talking about contractors and subcontractors, and that's where we will be looking. Section 3 is considered a goal, not a mandatory thing we have to meet. So we will do our very best to meet that goal, and we will report on everything after the project is closed out. That is the preference of the agency. The only requirement is that I stand up here and tell you about it. So if you have any questions today or down the road about Section 3, you can give me a jingle. I'll be glad to send my father over here to talk to you for 2 hours. So just kidding, I'm glad to answer anything. Anyone?
I was gonna ask you about the grant that I was approved on. Is it still targeted for April start, the 60.4?
You know, I'm gonna be real honest with you, Commissioner. I'm not sure. I have a meeting I would like to get together with Mr. Oates and get caught up on several things, because you know what happens is we have a target date and then life happens, and I woke up this morning thinking, oh my gosh, I'm behind because March was almost over and April's on the way. So I feel you, and I'm on top of it. I will have an answer for you by Wednesday.
So are you gonna send me all that water?
Anyone else got any questions? All right.
Thank y'all very
Thank
much
you.
for listening this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do we need to kind of, we don't need to vote. All right. Well, we will move to item number 3, our agenda, the minutes from the previous meeting and the monthly report. We don't have any for that? Yeah, because it's a special meeting. All right. Well, we'll move on to item number 4, our resolution. This is a resolution for the tech stop maintenance use agreement. We voted on that for the County Road 3020 extension, but we needed to put this in the form of a resolution. We put this here in motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
There's a motion. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right. All right. Item number 5, A, to ratify the elevator maintenance agreement.
I put that in form of motion.
I got a motion, I need a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. And item number B, our amended official bond of the district clerk's office.
Yes, sir. When I received, her bond, it had that she was appointed, it still had the wording on it from whenever she was appointed. And so I had asked the insurance company to change all that, and we just received it, so.
Okay, and I put that in the form of motion.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right. Item number C is their change order of the installation of the blinds in the courthouse to be paid out of the courthouse restoration fund and accept the reimbursement donation of the Tyler County Historical Commission for the cost of the blinds in the amount of $48,000.
And I put that in motion also.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Well, okay, so the total cost is gonna be like 50,
57.
Okay.
And that's for
so,
every window?
every,
It's gonna be the
well,
total
except
cost.
for the jail, correct?
That's mine.
They're not gonna put them in the jail because they didn't have them then.
Yeah.
And, so what we're gonna do is they're gonna reimburse the 48,000 to us, and then we have like $42,000 in change orders.
Change order.
Yes, sir. So I think that.
Do we have a total on that, what it was, 57?
Yeah, he's got it right there.
57, one
Got all these.
It's so nice to have the blind.
Oh, I got it right there in front of me.
Just want everybody to be aware that, you know, counties, they're gonna do that for us.
Historical Commission.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
We do thank you very much for that. I got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. All right, we will move to item number D, allow the removal of the lamps and conduit from the stairs of the courthouse at the recommendation of, Don LaBeach.
And I put that in form of motion also.
All right,
Second.
any discussion?
Well, we were out there looking at everything and, we're either gonna have to fix all that conduit and it's not in the scope of work that's for the courthouse project. So we'd have to pay for, you know, all that. It's gotta be aluminum conduit. And so Don said that actually isn't part of the original portion of the courthouse. So it'd probably be best to pull them off. And Berta said he can do that, pull them off and then they can seal everything up there when they're doing it. That was his recommendation. I called him this morning too, told him, you recommended it, Don. So,
So are they gonna put the new stuff back once we take this off, or we're gonna figure out another way to do it? or
well,
what's
the
gonna happen?
lamps,
It's just the lamps.
yeah, they're not supposed
So we don't need, it's not necessary anyway.
to, yeah.
Well, doesn't it get water in it? Isn't it?
They go, it comes through that conduit and everything. So really, it almost poses a hazard. Burtis was talking about pulling the wires out and everything because that water comes right out of that. They're just gonna seal everything up there and hopefully they can seal that hole right there also when they're doing it. So he just recommended doing it while they're
Well, we're
gonna be sealing everything. But they will not be going back up. 'Cause it's not historically correct.
Right.
We got any more discussion? Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. All right, item number E, agreement to share the cost of appraisal fees between Tyler County and the Veterans Foreign Wars Post, number 2033 for the Nutrition Center. We have this agreement and they decided to do 50% of that.
Yes, sir. And I
You
put
put
that
that
in
in
form of
form?
motion. Yes, sir.
second.
Second, any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Any opposed, same. All right. Item number F, our designation of Healthy County Reward payment of $700 to be used to promote and support the Tyler County Healthy County Program. Madam Treasurer, do you have anything you want to say on that?
Just
something we get anytime we do health fairs or any kind of, healthy county, just check off list we can do. Each time we do those things, we can get funds to go back into that program. Talked to Jackie, she supported it, and so, we just like to be able to use that money to build our program.
Okay,
And I put that in form of motion.
there's a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Any opposed, say no.
I
All
I
right.
was getting a drink.
was getting a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if you was knowing it or what. You didn't like the healthy program, I thought. All
All
right.
about health.
Item number 8 is our service contract for the additional, oh, did I skip G? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Recommendation, to hang historical photos of the courthouse, on the courthouse walls. Madam Treasurer, do you, or Joe, do y'all have any?
yes,
You put it forward.
I put in form of
I
motion.
need a second.
And also, it's already been approved by the local. And
Okay.
remember, we changed, this is all public area, and we made it to where elected officials can, hang what they want in their office. And, but the public area, we're still going through the process of going through the historical commission, the locals, to, make those recommendations, and they've approved it, and it's up to us now.
I'm sure glad that y'all approved that, because I've gotten many phone calls since I've taken office in January. Hey, when are you gonna put those pictures back up? So,
I would also like to add that when I visited with Kay, that they were very, very user friendly. And so, it was very easy to do, and they wanted to expedite the process as well.
Are we gonna hang something in here?
We're working on that.
Okay, send it on.
Yes. Well, I'd like to say, when I was in Austin, I got to look at some the photos of the judges and some of the ones that were from here in Tyler County. And it's pretty amazing to know that we had quite a few Supreme Court judges in the state of Texas from right here in Tyler County. Of course, our governor, and there's different ones, and it was wonderful to see those, and it'd be wonderful to see those hung up in our courthouse here. Did we get a motion in second? All in favor? Did we? Okay, all right. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. All right, now I can go to it. All right, service contract for additional employee benefit through VOYA, Enterprise.
Boy,
Boy. Boy. All right, Madam Treasurer.
So this is just an option for our employees. It's not replacing anything. It's just we had that nationwide, and we don't have enough participation in nationwide for them to service us anymore. This is just a individually owned product that the employee can take and invest accordingly.
Okay.
And this is just the finalization of it. We've already started this process back in the day. So.
Okay.
We need a motion.
Here's a
I'll
motion.
make a motion.
Second? Second. All right. Any more discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same. All right, comments by court members pertaining matters of county government. I'd like to say one, on, April 24th, myself and Leanne, we've been working on a local government day. Leanne's been doing all the legwork on it for sure, but I'm gonna ask that, any commissioners, if you have any, young people that would be juniors or seniors in high school, or any homeschoolers that you would like to invite to come to a local government day. We plan on possibly making a special commissioners court meeting that day and let them come in and see how county government works and be able to kind of shadow us for the day a little bit. And I was gonna ask that you dig into your pocketbooks maybe and donate $20 a piece where we can feed them lunch that day. And I'll reach out to the other elected officials also and ask if they would help donate money where we can take them out to eat lunch, and they'll be able to shadow the elected officials and go to see all the offices and see how county government really works. I think it'd be a wonderful thing for many of them. Any comments on that?
Can they take our angry road calls?
Yes, I don't know if we want to discourage him from ever taking into county government, so,
I don't hardly get it.
yeah.
Very rarely, we do.
So, when you say, are you saying like, how many
Well,
juniors and seniors? I mean,
well, just like from Sparger, if you wanted to pick,
Whatever you feel, like if there's some outstanding students within your precinct that feel like they want to come or they need to come to experience that, then absolutely, there's not a number.
so I'll have to pick from both Warren and Sparta, because both those high schools are in my precinct.
there you go.
Unless Joe just wants to do it.
Well, that's,
Well, I was gonna get, I've got a couple of mine, probably two.
Are they school kids, homeschool kids?
Yeah, school kids,
School kids?
yeah, from,
And it could be maybe like the ones that are, on student council or something like that, that already have like a leadership role in their high school. So,
ones that maybe participate in debate or something like that, that really love government.
the two that they're part of the SCAC through Congressman Babin's office, and I've gotten to know them. It's really, I don't know too many kids there, so, but, they're probably be my two that I select.
Just that day, if you would, we'll need your personal credit card, or we can take them out to you.
not a problem.
All right.
So do you think we need to get a couple more from Warren High School? I mean, or,
I will be getting one,
Yeah, and I'm getting some,
because I'll be countywide, so.
and
Yeah.
Donnie's was gonna get some too. so
okay,
we'll
okay,
be
well, I'll
getting-
just handle Sparta then, how's that?
You can get one too. There's plenty of kids in there.
Okay.
We'll all be picking, some from each area.
Okay, all right.
Any other discussion on that? All right, anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
There's a motion to adjourn, need a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right,
So,
adjourn.
where we
Thank y'all.
pick it out? Yeah.